Where are the unpaid interns when you need them? Ugh. There's a trash truck outside right now. That's what you're hearing in the background. Clearly they did not get the memo that we were having this important video shoot today. Hey everyone, Paul Richmond here. I am signing copies of my new Cheesecake Boys coloring book today for some people who ordered autographed editions. I asked some of you on social media to post some questions for me so that I could keep myself entertained. Israel wants to know, how do you feel about people coloring your artwork around the world? Well, I hate it. Just kidding. I think it's really awesome. Who wouldn't love that? I mean, I think it's so interesting to see the different spin that everybody puts on the same drawing. You know, everyone's so creative, and I just think it's so great. How do you select the subjects for your fantabulous artwork? It's really just, you know, whoever it seems like is gonna fit the concept the best, I guess, and whoever's willing. I mean, that's kind of important. Carrie wants to know, have you or would you ever streak in a public place? I mean, I would. The closest I can think of is back in my kind of early 20s. One of the gay bars in town used to do, like, every month a foam party. Do they do those anymore? I don't even know. Probably realized how unsanitary they are. Well, for you young gays, the foam party is when you go to the club, you check your clothes in at the door, and then you go out on the dance floor and they dump like soap suds on you. Like a lot of them, like you're like kind of up to your neck in it. The reason I thought of that is because one night I was with some friends and we were at that bar doing the foam thing, and then everybody wanted to go down a block to another bar that was not having a foam party, but our clothes were already checked at the door and we didn't feel like dealing with that, so we just like made a run for it down the street. That's my streaking story, I guess. I left a trail of like soap suds. That soap burns your eyes too, or it did for me. My eyes are super sensitive. I did check in my clothes at the door, but I always wore goggles. I was like that weird guy out there wearing just goggles. Nate wants to know, do you like puppets? Yes, because I love all those Muppet movies from the 80s. My favorite was Labyrinth, and I think a lot of those characters were done with puppets, right? I think. Derek wants to know, what is my favorite pair of underwear and why? Hold on, I will get them and show you. What, did you think I was going to be wearing them? These are adorable because they say, let them eat cake. And they have little forks on the front. It's Yo Kisco is the brand. Soon my favorite pair of underwear will be the Cheesecake Boys brand, because I am working on that right now, and it's going to be some super cute underwear that has little prints like the Cheesecake Boys. But for now, it's Yo Kisco. Who do you use to create your prints, and what is the process to get them made into prints? Do you photograph your work or do you scan your paintings? That's a good question. I work with a print studio, photographer and print studio called Carmel Fine Art Printing and Reproductions. I take my paintings there, and he photographs them for me in super high res, and then does the prints, and he ships them out and everything. I just go over and sign them. They do awesome work. Sue wants to know, how do you fit in all your projects? Do you have a TARDIS? No, I don't have that because I don't know what it is. Sounds wrong. I am very ADD, and so actually just being super busy and always doing something is probably the best for me. My brain jumps from one thing to the next, and for me to try and just sit down and relax and watch TV or something, I just get all fidgety and crazy. I can't do it, or I go to sleep. So I have to keep doing stuff all the time. Just like right now, I'm, you know, doing 2 things at once here. Well, 3 also, just trying to make sure that I look cute to answer your questions and sign these things. By the way, I thought it would be cool to film this one in a different room that you haven't seen yet. So we are in the guest bedroom right now, and all these books back here I thought would make it look very literary, since we're working with my first book. Full disclosure, most of those are Dennis's, with a few exceptions. See if you can pick out which ones are mine. Time for a coffee break. Oh, by the way, I should actually show you guys the book. It's printed on super nice paper. They're all blank on the back, so you can take the pictures out, frame them, hang them up if you want, put them on your fridge like the guy on the front. There's something about having it in a book as opposed to, you know, individual pages. Like, this feels real official to me. Okay, Clarissa wants to know, do you mentor young artists? Yes, I have done that. I had a great teacher when I was growing up, and she made such a huge difference for me. She's the reason that I wanted to become an artist myself, and so I love doing that for other people, kids and adults. I teach an adult drawing class right now at our studio, and I'm going to do some stuff for teens this summer, so I love teaching. There are weird noises happening all around my apartment right now. I don't know what's happening. Hopefully this doesn't turn into like a Blair Witch situation. Guinevere wants to know, what kind of cheesecake, food and pinup, is your favorite? Food, well, I like a lot of it. Probably my favorite is any that has kind of like the fruity, like the cherry, gooey topping. I like that. And as far as what kind of pinup I like the best, I would just have to say probably like the silliest, campiest ones that are out there. You know, like I love the old Art Fromm. He's the pinup artist who always painted women that were like walking down the street with their panties falling down around their ankles, and then they were always tangled up like in a dog leash, or their skirt was blowing up and they're dropping their shopping bag full of, you know, phallic shaped food. It was just like the most absurd. That's what I like. What do you think about the added attention to your work after releasing your book? Has it picked up? I've been doing this for a little while now, and whenever you do something new that's kind of a little bit different, it does help bring in more people and help them become aware of not just like your Cheesecake Boys, but also, you know, the other work you do. Sometimes people who find me because they love the Cheesecake Boys also end up relating to something else that I've done. In the past, I've toyed with the idea, you know, should I keep these things separate? Because that's what they always tell you. You know, when you're learning to be an artist, they say you need to do one thing, do it really well, and become known for that, because people won't accept that you can do other stuff, or it'll confuse them. And I've had lots of people advise me that way over the years, and I don't know that they're necessarily wrong, but I know that that's not me. She also asked, what, if anything, can we do to help promote your work and book? Oh, I love you, Guinevere. And she's not even a plant, I promise. I did not write that question. The best thing you can do is just keep, you know, coloring the pictures. I post a new one every Friday, the Cheesecake Boys. I post a new free one for you every Friday at cheesecakeboy.com, so you can download it and print it and just post it to all your social media and let people know how much you love them, if you do. If you don't, just keep it to yourself. Keenan says, you have nice studly legs. How do you keep in shape? Oh, thanks, Keenan. I can't even lift it. Clearly, from doing lots of yoga, that's how. No, my secret is having a gym membership that I pay for and rarely use. I honestly hate exercise. You're running on a treadmill or you're bicycling and you're not getting anywhere. I would just rather be off making something. So, you know, I try to do it when I can, but I usually have to force myself to do it, to be honest. So I'm glad that you took the time to hang out with me. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. If any of you live in or near LA, I'm going to be down there at the LA Times Festival of Books, April 22nd and 23rd, I think, with the Cheesecake Boys. I'll be at the Dream Spinner Press booth, so come say hi to me. I hope you'll take a second to leave me some comments on this video. I would love to know what you guys think. Maybe you have a question you want to ask me for next time. Go put it right down there in the comments. And while you're at it, maybe like the video and subscribe to my channel, because I post lots of new videos and I would love for you to come back and hang out with me again next time. Alright, until then, happy coloring everyone. Goodbye!